soul. Here it is. It's like bringing life straight out of your soul. You got soul.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everybody. 7:30 my time on the dot, 9:30 Eastern. How we doing today? How we doing today, guys? Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, good morning. What else is new? How we doing today, boys? How we doing? Beautiful morning. Absolutely beautiful morning. Markets went a little bit flat overnight. It's good to see for us New York traders. Momentum through New York yesterday. Markets corrected, printed some liquidity, data wick high, and yeah, looking like another potential day to target all-time highs here. So we will see. But it sounds like the war news is starting to clean itself up a little bit, so anything can happen. But for now, we are just gonna be patient, let the market do its thing, show us where it wants to go. We got a nice draw lower if we so decide, and then we also got plenty of draws higher. And a lower move would be nice. Is we got this S&T formed right now. Let's go to this high. The data wick high. Got a little SMT here, but not really worried about that right now. I'd like to see what the market does over the next 15 minutes. Likely we take the high, potentially shift lower, or we start to cycle higher. That's what I'm looking at today, boys. Very simple. Very simple. How we doing? How we doing? How's the volume? Okay, looking a little bit whipsaw-y to start the morning here. Likely to smoke this high. Very high likelihood it'll just take it. 1 and 2 minute flipped lower. Immediate retracement, right? Look at this 3 minute respecting. Right, beautiful. What's going on, guys? How we doing? How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Still floating right around this 26K region. From 25 to 26K in 2 days. It's pretty wild. We got 26.7 up here. $27. It's going to be interesting to see how this market plays out today. Not only today, but for the rest of the year, to be honest. Creeping up on all-time highs. Who knows? Who knows here? You guys think we're going to continue hunting? Hunting the ATH? Beauty. ES took data wick. SMT. Good signs for lower, but look at these draws. I mean, S&P is like right here. Stronger on the day too. So honestly, S&P might be the asset to be taking longs on today. Look at this. We got a nice little 15 starting up here. And again, who knows? Like we might hit some chop or some strong rejection in and around this region. What is this high? Hold on. What is this high? Just bear with me, boys. I don't know what this high is. Why is it locked? Get rid of it. Data wick? Nah. Well, this market is buy side. Buy side. Again, like we talked about yesterday for whoever was in the stream, when we start to see price moving with, oh my goodness, moving with momentum towards these stacked areas, right? These draws that we mark out. We know there's a good likelihood that they're probably going to just smoke them, right? When they're all this tight together, we usually just plow. Right, we can see that NQ's lagging on the day. Right, we haven't even cleared the wick high yet. ES is already moving. Make sure you're dialed in. We might get something early today. If we get something early today, I'm going to be pumped. I think we need to move this music around a bit. Oh, never mind. I'm kind of vibing. Let me turn this shit up a bit. There we go. What's good? What's good? Ladies and gentlemen. Ha! Just fucking around, boys. Yeah, this is opening up heavily to the upside. Not heavy. Heavily to the upside. Forgive me. And Q took data wick. ES is moving, boys. Hey, what's good, brother? How we doing, Macy? How we doing, brother? You're spot on there, buddy. You're spot on. Sorry, just adjusting some volume here, boys. Good mother trucking morning to the man, the myth, the guy who is the farthest from his birthday next year, Macy. Happy birthday, man. Happy belated. How was the rest of your day, my brother? How was the rest of your day? This guy's a stud. All right, we're pushing. We're pushing real hard. We're gonna remain patient here. We're not looking to dive into this market, boys. That's some rookie shit. Right? The market can move without us. Who cares, man? We're up 2-0 this week already. Right? This is the power of patience and profitability, bro. Is when especially when you're up, like there's no need to start chasing the markets, man. You can relax, bro. We've done our work already this week. Monday, Tuesday, got a couple really nice trades. Profited, like progression for the week has already happened, and we're not even halfway done, right? So this is where we need to now preserve and take high quality setups, just like we've been doing to get us in this place. Right? Chasing this shit ain't the play. I'll tell you that right now. Start chasing, you're just gonna push the money further away. Never chase the money. If you chase money, is always faster than you. Always. You have to let it come to you, brother. Come to you. Bait it in, you know what I'm saying? Come on down, baby. Come on into my little white fair value gap van. Have a little play, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. My bad, boys. It's Wednesday, lacking sleep. It's been a banger week. I'm pumped for the boys. Macy's fucking 29. And yeah, man. He has like a 12-year-old kid, so that's kind of fucked up. All right, brother. What's he saying here? Thanks again. Oh, sorry. Pause, guys. Sorry, I just got a quick tech glitch here. And we're back. Macy, thanks again. Had to take the mini-me to soccer for night practice, but they surprised me with a GoPro. No fucking way, man. A GoPro? Buddy, what do you like? Have you been wanting to like take some videos of like your kids playing soccer or when you're traveling, or what are you gonna use that GoPro for, man? I used to have a GoPro. It left my ownership, but that's okay, dude. It was a sick camera, man. They're so durable, and the amount of attachments, like you can put them on helmets, you can put them on walls, you can put them on poles, like you can put on anything, man. It's pretty cool. Macy saying, wait for the close of that 15-minute candle. Most likely a trade in the 10 a.m. hour. Yeah, I'm thinking so, brother. I am thinking so. We'll see how this closes. All right, this is my level of interest so far. We got this nice expanding breakaway 15. Curious to see, right? If we flip this, then maybe we start pushing lower and hold up. I'm missing a draw here. Hold up. There we go. PM low. Yeah, most immediate sell side would be this like crossover between London and New York and this PM low, right? But I need to see some good signs of bearish momentum, right? Like we got a 15-minute gap here, small little 1 hour. Or wait, no, I'm losing my eyes here. Hold up. Just kidding. No 1 hour. Let's check NQ. Yeah, so on NQ, there was this one, like if we're looking at this price leg here, right, immediate price, there's a little 1 hour here, but I actually have it marked out as a 4 hour, right? We could just see the respect this 4 hours generate. We're going up, boys. Like if we continue to respect this, likelihood of taking these highs into all times on ES, like S&P is almost at all time. So if we keep respecting this 4 hour IC price cycling higher, so we're dialed. We're fucking dialed, man. We're easy mode trading right now. We flip, we sell, we hold, we buy. Let's go. All right, brother. Sweep of the buy side to come back and pick us up for the ride higher. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Macy, all of the above with the GoPro. Traveling in DR, soccer, and just life. I absolutely love it, man. I absolutely love it. Sorry, what's DR? Am I? I'm a little laggy mentally right now. Wow, I rejected. And that level I was just talking about said nope. Financial juice. We got anything popping off in here? 7:35. Pakistani delegation on way to Iran to convey a U.S. message and plan for second round of talks. All right, doesn't look like anything too pressing. The T word was not used, so we're chilling. Oh, Dominican, yeah, bro. Isn't your wife from Dominican? I've never been to the Dominican, bro. My girl's been a couple times. She said she absolutely loves it. But I would love to go, man. We should line up a little fam trip. That'd be badass. That GoPro's gonna be sick in Dominican, man. Waterproof, water slides, ocean, you know, sick, man. Filming all that food, the culture, share the experience, bro. Are you planning to like post any of this stuff for the public or no? I have a tough time. Nice, bro. I have a tough time sharing like my personal life. I mean, I would be hesitant to put my kids on social media. But everybody's a little bit different, man. I'm so glad you got a GoPro, bro. Let's go. You're gonna have to pull that thing out on the call tomorrow night. Let's see this thing. The Hero 50. How's work going so far, Macy? A family YouTube page, bro. Disregard what I just said, man. My bad. But you know what, man? Do it up, bro. Like, do it up. The good thing with YouTube is like you can make it private. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do whatever you want, man. Like, you can do whatever you want. Okay, I just got to refresh myself here. So, I'm looking for buys on. I was looking for buys on ES because it was stronger on the day, but it completely collapsed. It filled in that 15 that I was eyeing up that failed to print. But NQ, this level that I got marked out here, right? We took data wick and now we're pushing down and respecting this level once more. No body closures into it. We're showing momentum higher. This just continues to validate my bias to the upside. Right, and we got this 26K level that's, you know, been a bit of a battle, but they're going to either defend it up or defend it down, right? It's a war zone. Macy, dude, can you please send me your YouTube link? Like, I found out Sean had a YouTube yesterday. That was great. Absolutely loved his content, man. I love that, like, homemade, you know, that just starting out posting kind of vibe, bro. Like, all these... Like YouTube it's so like glamorized, man. Like everybody's got great editing, talks about the same fucking shit, and like it's nice to see some rawness. You know what I mean? Like what people are actually going through, bro. You know, not everybody's trading on like 5 screens or a 49-inch curve or like a dream setup, and you know, like people are in it, man. People are working full time. People are out there grinding. People are trading. Like it's reality, bro. That's the good shit, man. That just like that fires me up. That fires me up. That makes me want to just support the living crap out of everybody just doing that, man. Especially if you're willing to put yourself out there. That's huge. Macy, you and me both, man. You and me both. I've been basically just working on building out the Discord content. It's going to be progressive release starting Friday. It's interesting because I've been talking to a few people, like my girl, for example, and you know they're asking me questions about what I'm teaching, and I've come to the realization that I've never actually really worked with anybody who's like green. Like, what is a candle? You know what I mean? Like everybody who I've ever worked with has a general understanding of like what up is, what down is, what the market is, you know, how to buy, how to sell. So it's been a little bit eye-opening just in terms of like, how am I going to be able to cater to people who are new, man? You know what I'm saying? Because the newest traders are the most fragile, man. They're like this tender, nurtured, like soul that needs to be nurtured properly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've come to the realization that I need to be doing like, there's gonna be a lot of content, man, but really trying to cater to the noob, to the green. So what I'm gonna be doing is, got to teach it elementary style, dude. Bang on, Macy. I might, if you're up for it, bro, I might bring you on for some teachings, depending if you're up for it and how you're feeling, and what we can come up with. But some of that entry level shit, like I'd love to bring you in, man, because I'd like to see how you teach it. This guy's about to get a coach badge. Let's go. Hard to dumb it down sometimes. 100%, man. I had a good session with my brother and a couple of his friends last night, and again, like I found myself like they asked these questions like, oh, like what is this number on the right side? Like, what do you mean? What is it? Like, what, are you serious? Like I you know, it was I had to kind of humble myself a little bit, and it's like I was there once, and I mean it's been over 6 years now, so just like solo, just working with people who are already trading, right? So it's going to be fun to really try and help people get involved and start to progress as smoothly and proficiently as possible. But yeah, we're gonna need a team, bro. We're gonna need a team. You're so fragile. You're so impressionable as a new trader, right? Like the industry is so sexy. You have no idea what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get into it, your butthole puckers up a bit, and you quickly realize. So I would have considered looking for entry here. Only thing is we didn't know this level was going to react, and to be honest, like I don't really have an interest in waiting for these first presented flips up here. It's a little bit wide for my liking. I'd rather let the market start to move, right? We're still kind of range bound, right? So I'm happy to just chill for now, boys. But yeah, NQ longs are looking like the play. It's starting to lead. ES is stalling, right? There was a spring break session for youth that a trader had. My son attended and learned the basics. He knows support and resistance. Let's see if I can find the materials. Dude, that's unbelievable. Where was this? Like, was it at like a school or? That's pretty cool, man. You know, it's interesting, right? Like a lot of parents, a lot of guys or women, men or women, a lot of people getting into trading after they've already had kids, 5, 10, 15, 20 years old. And, you hear about like, just like how we raise our children and how it's great for life, but not so great for trading. I was just thinking like, man, anybody who's finding success in trading and who already has kids needs to pop another one out and just groom them from day one. First name Project, middle name Trade, last name Lefty. Project Trade Lefty. Let's go. That'd be your child's name. Dad, why is my name Project Trade? Hilarious. That's really cool though, Macy. How's work going today, buddy? Are you fucking crushing it? Is your boss still loving you or what? If you can generate more results and like just do that much better at your work, bro, it's gonna compound into your life. Yo, what up, Killer? How you doing, bro? Tuning in from school? You're a killer, man. You're a killer, bro. How's school, man? Are you Killer? Are you getting ready to learn how to trade, man? We're gonna have some content here for you. Another group I was in, it was online for a week. My son can actually trade pretty well. The thing is, he has no attachment to the money. Just follows the rules and goes to play. That's what you need to get back to. Dude, 100%, man. 100%. Like, you really just, it's easy to say, like, sure, process over outcome. Don't think about the money. Think about the execution, blah, blah, blah. Easier said than done. But that's all just part of becoming a trader, bro. That's all just part of becoming, like, being a trader, right? And it takes longer for some than others, right? But regardless, man, it's just, you hear people say just never quit and eventually it'll click. It's 100%, right? Trading will not work for you until you are willing to learn the lessons that you continue to push away, right? That's why some people take 4 years to start making money consistently, whatever consistently is to you. That's why some people take 1 year, some people take 10 years. It's all unique, right? But you have to humble yourself. You have to detach completely And if you show up every day, the market will continue to slam lessons in your face until you ultimately decide to learn those lessons or quit, or just keep getting slapped in the face. You know, so whatever floats your boat, bro. Truly. Wait a second. I'm confused here. Which is the 9:30 candle? 9:30. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just confused myself there, boys. Yo, I understand nothing from what I see. Yo, killer, all good. I'm gonna be releasing some intro level YouTube videos that are gonna help make this make sense to you, like what all of this is. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to ask you how old you are, but I'm assuming in the next few years, the next couple years, hopefully you're gonna be of age. But if this stuff is interesting to you, I mean, there's a lot of potential, right? There's a lot of potential here to, first of all, grow as an individual, right? The charts force you to grow, right? As an individual. 14, damn, bro. So what is that? Like grade 9, grade 10? Holy fuck, that's wild. So what, are you born in like 2011? What? That's wild, man. That's wild. Yeah, that's cool, man. Who's running that out, baby? We're gonna drop some hundreds. We'll drop some of these. We'll drop some of these. There we go. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Ooh, it's good. Anyways, my son is 12 and learned at 10 how to trade. That's wild. Macy, get him on a demo and let's watch him build. It's a beautiful day, boys. It's a beautiful day. Okay, just to reiterate for anybody who's recently joined, we're trending up. Data wick high printed off a tweet. I believe it's 736, 746. My apologies. Took the high, rejected. 50 minutes holding on NQ. NQ is now leading on the day. We are heavily bullish. We're respecting 26K. Looking for 15-minute continuation into the straws up here. Now, with that in mind, ES is nearing all-time highs. Right, we are literally 25, 26 points from all-time highs. So, with that being said, we just have to be a little bit cautious with profit targeting, right? Look at this little stack, right? ES is a nice, beautiful stack of buy-side draws and liquidity. Same with NQ, but it's going to take a little bit more leg, right? So just be careful because ES could react off something in this level, right? A lot closer. It could react and cause a rejection lower, right? So I think management's going to be key here. Hey, what's up, Georgie? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? It's Wednesday, baby. It's hump day. I hope you guys are busy. Let's go. Or if you're like a, sex after marriage kind of person, like you should be, then, I hope you get married soon. Okay, Macy says, I had him on an eval. He was in good profit on his way to passing with his trades. I got involved. You blew him? You blew his eval, bro?
It's 8 o'clock.
Nah. No fucking way you blew his eval. That's terrible. When's his birthday? The boys are pitching. You fucking blew his eval. What firm? Like, what did you get him? I just get him, scoop him up like a little 25K flex off Lucid. What's up, baby? How you doing? Yeah, man. When your girl walks in the office, it's like Distraction. Ah. How you doing? Looking all fine with that coconut oil. I'm just playing. Babe, Macy taught his kid how to trade at 10.
Oh, come on, Macy.
Come on, Macy.
Happy belated birthday, Macy.
Happy belated birthday, Macy. Yeah, I told my girl about what happened yesterday, man, with that big trade.
Great trade. Congratulations.
Hilarious. Babe, get in the chat.
Okay.
Get it together. Get in the chat. Oh, funny. George, what's good? You already had your one and done. Macy, I tell you, bro. Preach, brother. Preach the fine word of trade. No trades yet. Looking like a no trade day. How's it going, Macy? Yo, George, we could take a peek at EU there for you and see what's happening on that sweet, sexy asset. Macy, I'll get him one soon. He always gets on me about moving my stop loss. Tell me, dude, like, Macy. I hate to tell you this, but this goes for everybody. Until you just, like, I don't want to say man up, but until you man the fuck up and start doing what you got to do, bro, like your kid is going to continue to ride your ass, bro. And like, nobody wants that. Right? Right? We're supposed to be the role models for our children, right? We can learn a lot from them too, but keyword can, right? Do we? Right? I'm gonna have to talk to your kid, and we're gonna have to line up some punishments for you. You keep doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Ciao. Yeah, bro. I don't want to sound creepy, bro, but Uncle Lefty and your kid are gonna turn a little beast into Macy. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna barbecue. That's what's up. Barbecue. Barbecue. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that YouTube short of it's, I don't know, so like an elevator full of people. There's like 3 people, and then there's a guy with a boombox, and he walks in, and he just says dance, and then like the one girl starts dancing, and they're trolling the guy in the corner, and then another guy comes in, he doesn't dance, he knocks him out, and then slowly looks at the guy in the corner, realizes he's there, and the guy starts dancing. Oh my gosh, dance. Macy, when's his birthday? Jose! Yo, what up, Jose? How you doing, brother? Jose Loranca 8790. What up? You gotta love YouTube, bro. The random numbers on the tail end. Gotta love it. Well, that's a great question. Oh shit, it was in March. Damn it. Hey, that's all good, Jose. All good, brother. Are you Jose? Are you like brother Jose? Are you in the Discord? Are you the Jose? Soccer coach Jose? George, we'll take a quick peek at, oh my goodness. I got like no draws marked out, bro. I gotta go back through and do this so we can start peeking your assets. But you can just see the stacked highs. Like, this is a good level to look at. Just mark out a couple. Okay, so first level's already been taken. So we took that draw. We're now internal, external. All right, so this was likely an early New York trade or late London. I guess it would have been London, depending how you look at shit. depending what your timing sessions are. Yeah, poo-poo PA. No real clean entries here. I mean, this is super sensitive, really whippy. Anyways, back to what we're dealing with here. So data wick high was taken. I'm going to delete this now, boys, because it's no type of relevant. NQ is still stronger on the day, therefore I'm looking for buys on NQ, not ES. Sean and I had a good conversation about that yesterday, and he asked, why would you buy NQ, right, when ES looked stronger, right? And it did. ES looked like it was just riding helium, bro, just fucking smooth sailing. The pullbacks were like very minimal. They were flat. There was no liquidations lower prior to the expansions. But again, it's as simple as looking at the change percent, right? If this is higher than this, right? If I should be using this, hold on, there we go. Oh, you boys know you can draw with this too. Look at this, and it'll slowly disappear. How cool is that? Anyways, over to the right, NQ is literally higher in change of percent, therefore I looked along it, right? ES I would short because it's weaker, assuming price action allows, right? But yesterday was an interesting day, man. Like this, it's always a good time when you get to trade one of these legs and there's just literally no pullback. Yeah, I'm considering having a rule that I cannot trade for 2 days if I violate my trading rule, which includes moving stop loss. Dude, I mean, just don't do it. It's as simple as that. Like, exercise some self-control. You're not drunk, right? I hope you're not high, right? Like, you gotta just build the discipline, right? And once you start doing it a little, like, you know, for a few days, I mean, you'll be fine, right? And just remember what you're doing, bro. Like, if you're trading eval, no attachment, bro. No attachment to evals, right? Especially if you're risking up. Like, if you risk up on an eval, right? Let's say you're risking $500 to $1,000 a trade, right? 25 to 50% of your drawdown, right? If you blow that account, I mean, you can take two L's in a row, no problem. Like, that's perfectly normal, right? So, with that being said, I mean, if it blows, like, you can't be upset at yourself, right? And with that being said, like, the big numbers, the big green, the big red, it doesn't matter, right? You're just passing an account in 2 to 3 wins, or you're blowing the account in 2 to 3 losses. You know what I'm saying? If you're sizing up huge, right? Jose. Yeah, bro. So you are the coach. Yeah, Coach Jose, my man. How you been, dude? Fuck, I feel like we haven't talked at all this year. Like, we were a little bit busy in chat tail end of last year with RM and our boy Enrique. But actually, I just connected with him yesterday again, and it's sounding good on his end. He's also trading NQ now, I believe. So he got in the Discord, but there's gonna be he's a damn good trader, man. He's a damn good trader, trading a very similar style, right? Yeah, so boys, you're all going to be getting WAP discount codes that I need you to redeem before end of day Friday. If you don't, we're going to have a problem. But I'll be sending those out later today. You just got to click on the link, put the code in, boom, lifetime access, and then that's the WAP is where all, like, just like RM or a lot of these other communities, that's where the training videos are going to be, as well as some other cool content. You want to get on it? Honestly, you live in Ontario, right? If you live in Ontario, like, there's really no need for futures. Like, futures are, the reason I'm trading futures is because I live in Alberta and there's no okay, whoa, what is going on here? That was terrible. Let me restart. I had to skip forward. I am trading futures because I'm getting myself adjusted to the markets or to this market so that I can reopen up a personal account with a regulated broker, because the last 3 or 4 years I've been trading with an unregulated broker, offshore broker, because CFD brokers in Alberta regulated ones require like $500,000 in liquid assets or something stupid like that, right? So yeah, let me just go put 500K into an account real quick. So that's not an option. Whereas futures, there's regulated brokers where you can get in a lot a lot cheaper. But in Ontario, bro, you can, like forex.com, for example. I know Max working with them, and he's got nothing but good things to say. Regulated broker, accessible in Ontario. CFDs, I would say, are a little bit easier to trade. The reason I say that is sizing, right? You can use your MetaTrader. You can download tools that literally measure out your sizing and your lots, right? With futures, you trade contracts, right? And imagine trading lots, but not having the decimals, right? Imagine only trading 1 lot, 2 lot, 3 lot, 4 lot, 5 lots. So you can see how that could be an issue, right? If you want to risk, let's say 1%, you know, cliche, right? Sometimes it doesn't allow for it, right? If 52 points is, let's say, 1.5% on 2 contracts, but on 1 contract, it'd be like 0.75, right? There's no decimals. It's a lot harder to size accurately, consistently, at least on the prop firms, right? At least on the prop firms. But it's hard to keep your risk static, if that makes sense. Like $250 every day, it's very difficult. It might be 170, it might be 320, right? And then you have to start juggling assets. Maybe I take the trade on ES because, you know, it's a little bit less aggressive. It's sizing, right? Shit gets complicated. That's just my experience thus far. But yes, I'm trading futures because I plan to open up a personal with a regulated broker. And unfortunately, I can't do that with CFDs where I live until I got $500,000. Oh, dude, this is TP song. Let's just chill. Let's just chill. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. We'll see. We'll see what the day gives. Again, we're already 2-0 this week, so for now we're just vibing. And again, this is, as you guys know, if you've been around, I mean, this is day trading, bro. Sitting and fucking waiting, right? And if you pay attention, like, I'm not flipping and flopping on these lower time frames, right? My plan specifically says to wait for 15-minute, 30-minute, 1-hour levels, continuing in the desired direction, right? So for me, it's super chill, man. Super chill. And this is what trading is, man. Right? If I'm scalping, it's a little bit different, but scalping is exhausting and unsustainable in my opinion. Right? Like I think if you're scalping, you know, if you're a one and done, cool, but I found with scalping that, you know, if you go down, like it's like you can take 4, 5, 6 trades real quick, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're in a hole. Right? You really got to be dialed in with your discipline, and I would say work like 2 to 3 days a week. Like scalping 5 days a week it's a nightmare. Hey, yo boys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on the video. Apparently it helps. Really appreciate it. Hey, hey, pa, 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 pa. Let's get some of these going. Quick Sally. Yeah, there it is. Somebody's hitting it. There we go. Come on. Hit it. There's a delay in the stream, right? So it'll be good once we get to like pure live. Hey. Hilarious. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Anyways, what are you guys looking at? Anybody eyeing up anything right now? Anything materializing in your realm? This EU position, dicey, bro. Very dicey. Chop City down in here. Doesn't look like anything. This is tough to trade. Right? Like, where are we getting in off this leg? Way aggressive. Right? Straight into a 5. Ah, yes. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Yeah, man. If you're just trading EU, then all good. right, this ain't the play. Too many ideas. YouTube ads everywhere. Oh my goodness, when am I going to get premium? When am I going to get premium? Ah, what's good, you fucking animal? Sean, my man, I'm absolutely loving that message. You make my loins tingle. And for that, welcome to the show, buddy. Welcome to the show, you absolute stud. TP1, man, let's go. Let's go, Shawnee boy. Very nice. This is, Sean, I don't know if you caught the first chunk of the stream here, but we're heavily bullish today. NQ specifically, ES is gone in all-time highs. So we could see a reaction, or we could just nuke, who knows. But for now, NQ's got plenty of room upside. We're respecting order flow, right? 26,000 level. Cycling higher, plenty of draws, all-time highs way up here, 26,400. So yeah, plenty of upside. This could be another banger. Good job hitting TP, brother. Let's fucking go. You're an animal. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. What time frame did you catch entry on? We could delete that data wick now that it's irrelevant. All right, we took the data wick, boys. Took the news wick, the Trump tweet, or whatever it was. We took the tweet, rejected, holding, cycling higher. Let's go. Accidentally bought another contract, dude. That's happened to me a couple times. It's interesting how it just kind of like shifts up the entire like average in price. Sean, my man, welcome to the team. Welcome to the fucking team, dog. Let's go. Five-minute gap. Yes, sir. Good man. Well done. 2 minute. So it flipped it and then you looked for execution. Interesting. At 10 a.m. I see. Okay, so it flipped and you executed off this, eh? Cool. Nice, man. Very nice. Are you covering this low or the external, or are you just covering this internal? $8.5. Nice. Oh, baby, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 30-minute gap forming. No, the internal. Oh, good. Good. I like that. I was going to mention. I think I think this low is appropriate. I think this low is appropriate. All right, TP1 at the high here. This is This is reaction point here. Good work paying yourself. The power of partials, bro. If you look at how many people take break evens after running 1 to 2 to 3R, it's sickening. It makes me fucking sick, dude. Like, it's ridiculous. The amount of profits left on the table. What taking profit does for your mental, I can't stress it enough, man. I cannot stress it enough. Like, hitting a full TP is great, sure, but like, you're fucking gambling, bro. You're absolutely gambling. You know what I'm saying? Unless your TP is methodical, right? But like 1 to 2, for example, like, that's so random. You know what I mean? Like, look, if this is a 1 to 2, price could react off one of these key draws, and then I'm fucked for a break even, right? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's very, very beginner friendly approach, but if the market isn't on your side, like, you're gonna get swerved, you're gonna get fucked. All right? I love this. I love this. At least pay yourself a little bit, right? At a key point in the market, right? External high, internal, external, internal, external. Let's fucking go, right? And then how high are we feeding? You still got one contract running, or you got a couple from that slip by? Oh, buddy, this is looking really good. This is looking really good. Like, for the market to turn around now, there would need to be some type of catalyst. I don't think a simple run on liquidity. I mean, maybe this pocket here, right? We might get a reaction before we take all-time highs, but we're so close, man. We're so close. So I would say just be a little bit cautious with your management up into this area, right? Don't let the market come all the way back on you, right? But NQ's got plenty of room. Plenty of room. And for this to flip bearish, I mean, at minimum, it would have to flip, 75 to 100 points and close. Then had to immediately sell too. Yeah, okay, cool, man. Yeah, it can get messy real quick, but this is absolutely smoking. Let's go. Right, and again, just from yesterday's lesson, like, if we're looking at 1 minute PA, right, where we close above, this is expected to hold, right? If we wick, then it's either internal liquidity to send it higher, or it takes the external, right? Call it the Sean model, the expansion, right? The Sean, right? But we close this high, so I would look for this to hold. If this doesn't hold, I'd be cautious. Right? Look for respect on that. Also, like, looking at other time frames, right? Like 2 minutes about to close, 3 minutes about to close, 5 minutes kind of close, about a minute out, right? So paying attention to how these candles are closing above these highs for continuation higher, in this case, very important, right? You start to see just how, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Look at this guy. Holy fuck, Sean. Let's go, baby. I'm glad you ride this along with 2 TPs. Nice, boys. I am not long. I am waiting. Sean, forgive me, you absolute fucking beauty. Yo, we're about to get it. We're about to get it popping in here, man. I'm so sorry.
You bring the prop firm account, whether it's FTMO.
Oh yeah, shut up with your. Please pass my challenge. If you can't pass the challenge, you can't trade it funded. Boy, Sean just hit TP. Let's get this chat popping a bit. Let's get it fucking popping. Locking in Macy's. Let's fucking go! Let's go, boys. I can't believe you guys got that. That's beautiful. Let's go. The boys got it. Yo, guys, make sure to drop that in profit and loss, please. Run that channel up. Run it up. Run it up. Absolutely gone. Let's go. Enrico Iglesias. What's good, boys? Sorry, man. We just got some bangers going here, boys. 650G. I did not cash, but these guys are in, bro. Let's go. Run it off. Run it off. Everyone, Sean, take your fucking pants off right now. Take my pants off. My pants are off, bro. Let's go. Only plans 8, dude. What the name? Who comes up with this shit? That's unreal, dude. Let's go, man. The boys got paid, man. Let's go. Let's go. Well done. Well done. All right, let's get refocused here. Let's get refocused. Only plans 8. How you doing? How you doing? Crazy, I took the shorts off at M2 IFEG for 1 hour. Yeah, really? Fucking reversal poppy or what? Right here? Enrique, bro, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, man. Sean, can I put my pants back on now? Took off 6, have 1 runner. That's the good shit, bro. That's the sauce right there, Macy. NQ. Sorry, ES is smoking these draws, right? So this is where we might see a bit of a reaction, right? We got 3 key highs, a couple buy side liquidity pools, and an AM high that price is yet to take. But we got perfect equals on that now, so expect higher, right? We might react a bit, but expect higher. Expect higher. Nice. Right on. Nice work, Enrique. Off that data wick sweep. I like it. Okay, I'm putting my pants back on. Let's go. Let's go. Give me a second. All right. Oh, what happened to the music, boys? Restart. There we go. Sorry about that. You guys are left dry. You guys are left absolutely dry. All right. Well, one and done club. I mean, you guys can respectfully just fuck off for your day and enjoy the rest of it. I'm gonna continue to sit here and wait for a pullback. Well done. I gotta add a 30-minute back in here. Fuck's sakes. This is just nuking, boys. Let's go. 4 hours looking really good. Super bullish. Super, super bullish. Look at this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sean, I'm pumped for you. Can't wait to see the recording. I'm curious to see how you act and you trade, bro. Yeah, sometimes people on camera, they get a little squirrely once they're in, you know, you can see them kind of sit up and adjust themselves a bit. I love it. I absolutely love it. But Sean, I don't know if you were in here earlier when I was talking about your YouTube, but dude, I absolutely love your content. Like, I love the rawness of it. I mean, it's reality, bro. It's not this, like, you know, look at how glorious trading is. Look at how easy trading is, man. This dream lifestyle crap. What's up, baby? Just gonna put a coffee on.
You want me to do it for you?
Nah, I got it. Okay. Oh, that Montserrat's looking good. My girl picked up a big ass plant from her. Did that come from your cousins? Yeah. Yeah, it came from her cousin's house. Yes. Huh? That's a quarter of it.
Can you believe it?
Why is she giving it away?
Because that's a quarter. It was way too big for a whole house. She was taking up the space at the kitchen table.
That's insane. It's like massive, massive plant. It's beautiful. Do you guys like plants? Forgive me, guys. I'm just getting this coffee on. Babe, the boys ate today.
Woo!
Sean ate. Macy ate. Enrique ate. Enrique ate. Iglesias. Good one, eh?
Good job.
Gosh, sometimes I make myself laugh. Foolish. Anyways, boys, I'll be back on my computer in just a second here. This is trading for you, man. Walk around, get a coffee. What's up?
Plastics.
Oh, you know what? I used this cup I got from. Oh,
That's fine.
is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I used this cup from the free coffee I got at Costco yesterday.
I know, but it has plastics in it.
I know. It's just it felt good to hold on to today. Made me feel like I was,
Dying.
classic like brown stir stick. All right. Let's get back to the station. It's taking profits and Macy's fucking cheersing chat. Let's go. To taking profits and letting a runner go is not. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought you were like making a toast off the start there. I had to open the laptop. I had to open the laptop of the train. What? Taking profit and letting a runner go is not stressful. No, dude. Let me tell you something. TPs, like partials and runners, are stress-free. Get it, Sean. Macy, I didn't walk away, but I told myself if I exited B when PA says not to, you'd kick my ass. Sean, just don't do it, man. Just don't do it. Like, I take care of the plants in my home. They're my other kids. Yeah, dude, we got tons of plants. I don't really take care of them, but I hang out with them. My girl's a gardener, a botanist, all that, all that plant life stuff. It's great. Yeah, Sean, we discussed this earlier today when me and Macy were talking, right? And Macy was saying how he gets shit from his kid for exiting early, right? So at what point in our journey are we going to just start doing the right thing for us, right? We know what's right, we know what's wrong, right? And sometimes it just takes time, right? Like you need more work needs to be done. Right, you need to put more time in to get more confident with your system and how it works for you. Right, everybody will manage trades a little bit differently, but from my opinion, like just follow structure. Right, like lower time frame structure. Right, if you entered here, let's just say you got in. Fuck, I don't know where you got in actually. 52. Let's just call it right here. Right, if you're in a trade here, just follow structure, man. Literally. Right? Break this high. Oops. Break this high, right? Stops open, right? Right? We print this low, break even, right? Or not break even, but trail, right? Break this high, trail. Break this high, trail. That's because we're trading continuations, right? We're not trading reversals here. So these types of moves are a lot more common than when trading a continuation than when trading a reversal, right? Oftentimes, if you catch a reversal, like it'll melt, but it'll pull back deep, right? We're in these long running trades, man. Like just start with trailing structure, right? And waiting for those confirmations. Again, pay attention to how price is breaking these highs, right? If we get body closures, then these lows in theory should be protected, right? If we get wicks, it might run this low, tap in, and go. Sean model. Let's go, boys. Happy you guys ate. Keep it simple and then adapt, right? Slow progression. Right? But if you need help, like if what you're doing isn't working for you, then we got to get on a call and we got to figure out a plan that's going to work, right? Because sometimes what I do might not work for you as well as it does for me, right? And vice versa. So we can play around with some different options, and then you can start to carry that forward into your trading, and then see how things go for you. I'm glad you guys ate though. Holy crap, this is such a beautiful move. No opportunities for your boy here? Not yet. Yo, boys, I gotta run to the loo. Oh. You know what I need to do is I need to make a template. There we go. Save as bathroom break. Okay, boys. BRB. All right, boys, we're back. Let's go. Sean, I wish I had like 7 more contracts open on this though. I mean, dude, like beggars can't be fucking choosers, man. Like you're just not there yet, right? I wish I caught this move, and I wish I had 1,000 mini contracts, you know, and I could retire, right? Just be grateful for what you were able to do, right? A lot of people cannot do this for the life of them, right? Right, we give thanks, right? Gratitude, brother, gratitude. So this looks like it's probably going to be a 30-minute breakaway. Depending on how this candle closes, then this will be our next level of interest in and around this area. But this is 30 minutes, so we got another 18 to wait. We'll see. We'll see how everything forms. Ooh, this looks nice. Ooh, morning coffee and Italian music. Let's go. Language of love. Yo, you guys into dancing at all? Like salsa, bachata, anything like that? Bless the great creator for coffee. Oh my goodness. Absolutely love it. Sean, are you leaving your runner? I guess you're... Oh wow. What's your plan with your runners, boys? Walk me through it. Jose. Hola, Jose. Oh yeah, Jose for sure dances, man. I took some dance lessons. I was did salsa level 1. I did bachata level 1, and then I did salsa 1.5, and that was very difficult. Salsa gets extremely complicated very quickly. Sean, when are you gonna fucking man up and just trade on Trade Evade? Honestly, like TradingView it's just a cuck, man. Like you got to get on Trade Evade. I'm telling you, it's. I think you're gonna enjoy it better. Regardless, dude, you got picked. I didn't understand it filmed, so check out what happened and let me know what I'm doing wrong. I will, dude. I will. But again, like if you're interested on getting on Trade Evade, I can walk you through it. I'll be releasing a video on how to set up your Trade Evade as well. So if that interests you, we can have a chat. But that don't stress too much, bro. Don't stress too much. You still caught an absolute beauty, right? And I would just be careful getting back in because you can see how these levels are causing these reactions. Okay. This is looking really good. If we can get a nice pullback, we can keep pumping higher. I think ES is looking better, personally. Or NQ, I should say. Runner to just below H4. Yeah, this pocket here, Macy. This pocket up in here. 26,300 area. Goddard, when do you plan on posting this YouTube video, man? Beautiful song. 26,200. Okay. Yeah, this AM high is a good draw. It's our next draw to the upside. Another key detail to send price higher here. Look at this, boys. The S&T. Right? ES or Enki respected this 15 off market open and dropped a little baby SMT here. Easier to see on the 5 minute. All right. $12 this will expand to a 30 minute. Okay, right on, Sean. Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know. I guess the same thing can happen in Trade of 8 too, but I do feel like the trade management system on TradingView is booty cheeks. Oh, boys. Good for you. Well, boys, we are like seriously chilling. You loving this music? Good, man. Me too. Me too. I find just, you know, sometimes I gotta cycle songs depending what I'm feeling, but this is beautiful. Me and my girl are going to Italy next year at some point, and then we'll see. We might look for somewhere to live abroad for a little while. But I think like in the countryside in Italy would just be beautiful. And Sean, it just doesn't remove one of the contracts from my limit order. Yeah, 100%, dude. You got to delete it, and you got to delete it, right? So, for example, right, if I buy, right, and I have my stop loss is 2 contracts, and then I exit one up here, and I'm not, you know, I have 1 contract running. I got to delete this entirely, bro. Delete it and reset it. Delete and reset always. And that's another reason, Jose, why futures is a little bit more complicated. The management, the sizing, it's not just a black and white system like dragging lines on MT5, dude. CFDs are fucking easy. Ooh, Georgie boy, EU 50 minute. Yeah, it looks like G Money caught a forward test on this. I think this looked great for continuations down in this area. A little bit of a trickier read here, but there was a nice 1 hour reject. Was it 1 hour or 30 minute? There was a nice 30-minute rejection here. Right around New York Open. Set price higher. Yeah, Macy. Longs. George, I'm kind of in the same boat. Similar structure, just different asset. Are you took it off the 5-minute FVG? Are you trading futures right now, Jose, or no? FX. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, bro. Like, you're not just gonna like go to a new market and do better. I mean, it's unless it's you're changing assets. I mean, how you're trading it, like CFDs, in my opinion, are a lot easier, a lot more user friendly, less room for error, especially if you have the right software. Like when I was trading CFDs on MT4 or 5, whatever. I guess most of my time was spent on MT4. I used the Trade Assistant, and it literally calculates everything. I can set my partials, literally everything. It's unbelievable. When I changed over to futures, I couldn't believe that I had to do everything manually. Like, what a joke. But it is what it is. NQ's not showing any options, in my opinion, for continuations higher. Not that it won't continue higher, but I think NQ price action is looking a lot better in terms of opportunity. This could be a later session entry. We're almost 9 o'clock here, boys. Holy crap. We're almost, I guess, 11 o'clock Eastern. Sean, make sure you drop that trade in the profits and loss tabs. Let's blow that shit up. I want that to explode. Wins and loses. I don't care. It's wild how many people on social media swear by futures, though, saying stuff like, I'm more profitable on futures, blah. I highly fucking doubt you're more profitable on futures. Highly doubt it. Blah, blah. So I'm like, what's the big difference here? I doubt it. I doubt it. If they're making more money, they're probably risking more money. Sean, all good, buddy. All good. I think, yes. Yeah, exactly. Post the trade, bro. Post the trade. If you want to drop P&L, cool. If not, whatever. But just post the trade. Post the markups, the wins, the losses, whatever. Right? There's going to be more opportunity coming down the pipeline too, right? For potential mentoring positions, coaching positions, right? And that'll all be like done under review from the team on like who we bring in, but it's a good way to start getting some exposure. Yeah, post the trade. I post P&Ls for obvious reasons, but it just benefits me, right? It benefits me. The more transparent I am, I find the better I actually trade. So, right, I'm not sitting here just degenning into this market, right? Stick into the system. It is what it is, right? Probably expand this now. The execution and trade management is more important. 100%, dude. 100%. %1,000%, Macy. You're bang on. Yeah, I think the only thing with P&L is like if you're charging somebody and claiming profitable and you're not transparent, right? Like the classic YouTube guru. You're doing a disservice to your members, right? I mean, bro, a 10K trade, like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Sean. I think it can make people feel like shit sometimes. At least it has me a few times when I see people getting 10K trades. Happy for them, but also why not me, you know? Honestly, dude, again, like, if you look at the last person that banked 10 Gs, they probably hit an absolute banger, failed to manage it like according to their plan, right? Over risked, or they're trading a fat stack. But to make 10K in one trade, like, you either need to be like irresponsible, in my opinion, right? You're either irresponsible, oversized, or you're trading a big allocation, right? Because, you know, if you go with Apex, you stack 20 accounts and you make a $10,000 day, right? I mean, that's, you know, 500 bucks per account on 20 accounts. So it's really not that much, right? It's just because you have it stacked, and those daily P&Ls can really start to pump. But anybody who's taken a 10-hour trade, for example, like that doesn't happen all the time, right? And oftentimes there's neglect, right? The market just happened to make you 10K, right? You weren't planning to make 10K, right? It's usually like hit or miss, right? Home runs are rare. Right? At least that's my logic. Not to say that's right or wrong. Everybody's different. But again, 10K, fuck, man. You're a mentor, fair play, we want to know. You ain't faking P&Ls like most of them. Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. It's a slow grind, man. It's a slow grind. I'm excited to finish this last Lucid and then hopefully get on to the 5 stack funded. And from there, boys, like, I mean, we don't need much. You know what I'm saying? We don't need much. $150 a trade is the goal, right? 150, 5 accounts, that's $750, you know, not bad. Build that buffer out, 50% profit share. Three-minute trend there. Yeah, no doubt, eh? Looks like yesterday. This is called an algo spool or unspool. Right? It's just spooling, bro. Nothing but market buying. Right? Algorithms take over and it's, you know, the market's going up. Right? Zero pullback.
It's 9 o'clock.
As high as, like, in my personal opinion, these last like couple months, like, reading price has never been easier. Just in terms of where it's going, like, these draws are just beautiful. Yo, what up, G Money? How we doing, big boy? How we doing? Bro, great little foretest on EU there, bro. A little internal, external. Welcome to the light, bro. Like, welcome to the light. Holy fuck. That's beautiful. Tons of upside on this. Reading price has never been easier. Bro, what was Sean, we need a fucking quote tab. We need a quote tab. Reading price has never been easier. as the US is like trying to start a fake war. What was the other one? Shit trades pay well? Oh, fucking hilarious. More testing needed, but so easy to read. Dude, I'm telling you, internal, external, inside, outside. George, are you in the Discord yet, buddy? Did I invite you? I for sure invited you. Didn't I? Join the Cord, buddy, where we're teaching the inside-outside model. I just sent you an invite. Join the Cord, buddy. Free access, free lifetime access for anybody who gets in before Friday, so make sure to invite your friends, family, whoever the fuck you want. Dog shit trades pay? Yeah, man. Hilarious. Everybody's sitting around talking shit about price, and we out here getting paid, man. Right? It's like, it's the classic. It just reminds me of like high school fucking drama, bro. Like, you know, markets are so shit, right? And then there's the people who actually do shit with their life and go out and make the fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, not that one, KK. I'm here archiving all the crazy shit you say online. Good, man. Archive it, sell it, make some money off me. Do whatever you gotta do. Just buy me a stogie when we go to QLAC next time, all right? Let's go. Yeah, NQ, S&P, everything's pumping, boys, pumping. Gotta stay dialed here. We got another hour of the session. You never know what price can do in these later hours. We got another 15 minute. Hourly gap. This is heavy. Bring it to Tyler. Yo, what up, Mac? How we doing, big dog? You catch today? I did not. Let's go. Thanks for stopping by, boys. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Mac, same here, dude. Same here. Absolutely beautiful move. ES, look at this. Like when we got these pods of liquidity, man, like beautiful, man, but just clear as day. Clear as day. What was the quote, Sean? What was the quote? So we got dog shit trades pay, and we got reading price has never been easier. Yeah, I'm sitting cash so far today, man. We got a couple nice levels, but it's just spooling. I think we need to get a live band to play during session. That'd be wild. Just have like a couple like seniors on like stools, you know, picking their acoustics. Sean, you play guitar, man. I seen that guitar sitting there in your little YouTube intro. I see it. On the bright side, stocks. Oh, I know, dude. The portfolio is looking absolutely juicy for end of year. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few sleepers, man. I like the Microsoft buy, like you were talking about. Microsoft buy, some other sleepers, boys. CoreWeave. I think CoreWeave's got a ton of upside in terms of, you know, a little bit of a riskier play, but all-time highs. I mean, we're looking at 60%, right? Just the percent gain on these it's very lucrative. Iron too, bro. If we tap all-time highs, I mean, that's another 60%. Yeah, I like the Microsoft buy. If we flip this level, this weekly on Microsoft, then it's likely we do got some shit to get in through here, but these monthly imbalances, but it's not a bad price point whatsoever. Yeah, I like it. Sorry guys, my charts are a fucking disaster. I'm gonna delete this 26K level. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it on. Yeah, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. Yeah, never a bad idea to buy to buy some large cap. Personally, I just buy the S&P and a couple other indexes, but I was heavier on my daily purchases all through here. All these pullbacks. How we looking? ES is still poo-poo. Unless I'm missing something. No. But tech is leading the world, man. And I think it's going to continue as a sector. Tech will lead. Yeah, there you go. Right on. Yeah, Macy 8, Sean 8 today. It's good to see, man. It's good to see. This will be an interesting little level. See what we get out of it. Starting to react, getting closer to this draw. 17 points away. 57. Not the best leg to trade off. First presented 1 minute. I'm torn at what color I want these levels. Like I'm trying blue, I'm trying gray. I was vibing on the yellow. The yellow was real nice, but we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna need a little more structure. Like if you pull back, print another leg, give us a bit of a tighter entry, that'd be golden. But for now, I mean, we'd be looking at, we'd have to tap in, so it might be 35, 40 points to the high. Like, yeah, you don't want to be trading right here. Mac, you done for the day or what? Yo, Enrique's in here, man. I don't know if he's still here, but he hopped in. Coach Rique. Sean, you're gonna smite me down, bro, but he was trying to sell us coke. Trying. On live, it was insane. It was insane, bro. Is that because he's Mexican, bro? Is that what I'm getting at? Is that what I'm smelling off you right now? Macy's got the crown, bro. Macy was in bright and early. I fucking love coffee. Like, love it. When I build my own house, boys, my trading office is gonna have a fully ventilated fucking roof. So I can puff stogies mid-sesh. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. I'm gonna have like 2 or 3 desks in there too, so the boys can come over and like sleep in my house for, you know, a couple weeks or a month or whatever, and just they can fucking work alongside. And have like a little co-working in your house. That'd be sick. eat good food, trade the markets, exercise, man. Cold water exposure with the boys in the river. That's let's go. Let's go. Sean, haha, I got to do a crown bounty. Reward for most crowns at the end of the week or something. I do have, I do have something in the works, my brother. I got something in the works. It's more so for Discord, but I'll be releasing that probably over the weekend. But yes, how can we give back? How can we give back? Macy, me too. I want a third cup. The addicted life, eh? Isn't it beautiful? It's always nice. It's always nice. I'm playing. Moderation is crucial. John, you're green on your eval, correct? First futures eval, he's green. Let's go, big dog. Okay, well, S&P nuked these draws. We're still cycling higher. I'm going to delete these. Moving up towards London high and all-time highs on the S&P, boys. Should we shoot off a firework in the office when we hit all-time high or no? Look at this weekly candle, bro. This is war for you. War. Quotations. Like, come on. What's interesting is like we're actually like break even on the year, which is fascinating. Like the market is right where we started. It's just a matter now of like how long is this gonna cycle, right? I think we're going 8K, man. 8K before end of year, easy. Pending no unforeseen doom. Jose, what do we got, man? EU long. Let's take a little peeky poo. Hold up. Let me just make sure I'm aware of where we're at here. Okay, so we still haven't tapped in. 30 minutes about to print. It's 30 minutes. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm caught up. Once you get above 1K, okay, Sean, I need you to know that I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there is end of day trailing drawdown. So your drawdown will be 2K until you pass, right? So if you finish your day up 51,000, your stop out limit, your drawdown it goes up 1,000 at the end of the day, right? So you'll lose your account at 49K, right? You'll always have 2K to work with at the end of the day, right? And then once you're funded with Lucid, at least the 50K accounts, once you hit 52,100, once you make $2,100 in profit, then it locks, right? So then you can really load up your buffer. So your stop out point on the account will then be 50,100 because you made, you went from 48,000 to 50,100. You made $2,100. It locks, and then you can grow a bigger buffer, right? And trade larger sizing. But futures props are base hit accounts, bro. Like Lucids are all about stacking and base hits, right? Small trades, and then just slowly building towards those higher payouts of, I think the max payouts are 2K, right? So slow and steady, slow and steady. Boring session, but nice break, I guess. Hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. Yeah, definitely, George. How you been, man? How you been? We haven't really talked much today. Yeah, EU is just cycling out of this 1 hour, or was it a 30-minute? Yeah, EU is just cycling off this 30-minute. I'll just call it a 15, but yeah, this cycling higher. I'm gonna smoke these highs. This first 15-minute here. Right, we can see it reacting a couple times. Might get a good reaction off it, but if this inverses, we're upside. NQ, nothing. I'm off, gents. Jose, nice work on that trade, bro. Keep me posted on it. It's just same as yesterday, boys. Cooking. Don, if you're still kicking around here, buddy, what do you got going on today? We got to get a lunch plan, man. There's a sweet little Mexican place in St. Albert right next to the Crown and Tower. And dude, it's like insanely affordable. Like for under 15 bucks, you're smashing. You're smashing. It's delicious. We should run it. Like maybe there was like a 20-minute gap or like a 16-minute gap or maybe a 17-minute gap. Oh, there it is. 18-minute gap. Look at that. Ah, shit, boys. I'm just fucking with you. I actually used to trade like this. I'd go 1 to 15 minutes every single time frame. Didn't work out very well. Didn't work out well at all. Hey, come on. The market is respecting 26,000. We are pushing higher, ladies and gentlemen. Buy-side draws are not safe today or this week. Doing your video, seeing your sister tonight. I suppose I can come to St. A tomorrow after nothing for lunch. Let me check my schedule, brother. 1 sec. Or you know what? We don't have to go to St. A, bro. Like, I guess it's kind of like not really close for you, and it's kind of far for me too. So. Right, we could go closer to downtown if you want. Right, or White Ave. Right. Whatever, man. I'm down for absolutely whatever. Have you ever been to Una Pizza, dude, on the south side? They're a Calgary-based restaurant, and I think I don't know if they recently came to Edmonton, but I always get pizza when I go to Calgary from there, and dude, their fucking pizzas are so good. So good. Nah, man, I'm West End. I used to live in St. A. Okay, yeah, so I lived in St. Albert most of my life, and then moved to Asia, and then came back home, lived on the southwest end, like Stillwater, Edgemont area, and then life happened, changes needed to be made, and then I was living with my parents back in St. Albert for a few months, and now I'm with my girl in the West End here. Soon I'm buying a rocket ship and I'm moving to the moon. Me and NQ are moving to the moon. $2 tacos, all two. Serious? What's it called, man? Please, is it by Remedy on 124 there? $2 tacos. Let me check my schedule. Oh, beautiful, wide open. We can plan for Tuesday if you want, bro. It's like, actually, that's great because I could get a haircut too. My barber's in High Street. Mariachi. Okay. Wait. Hold up. That might be the one in St. Albert too. Bro, is it called Mariachi Love? Yeah, bro, I go to Barba. Oh, Mariachi. Yeah, so the St. Albert place is called Mariachi Love, dude. Hilarious. But yeah, my barber works at Parlor, bro. She's cut my hair since I was in grade 10. She ended up there when they first opened. You go there too? Kirsten, bro. Yeah, she cuts in the basement. Fucking damn good barber, bro. Imagine. Paige, she does my hair there as well. Dude, let's fucking go, man. Paige, hold up. Paige. What does she look like? Brunette? Or blonde? My girl works in the speakeasy downstairs because she's got a fucking trucker's mouth, and it's always a good time. Nice, dude. Yeah, Barb is great, man. Nothing like a cocktail and yeah, I'll get my hair cut on Tuesday. Let's go, man. Hold up. Let me check her availability. Oh, hold up. I can see who they are. Okay, her name is Paige. Paige. Oh yeah, bro. She cuts upstairs. She's always there when I'm waiting. Yeah. Cool, man. Very good. Very good. Yeah, dude. Paige is a beauty. Okay, let me just go to next week. Tuesday, 21st. What time are we going? Session's over at 10. What do you think? Haircut's at 11 or 11:30, and then we go for lunch or what? I'm due for a chop, dude. It's been like a month and a bit. This is hilarious. Day in the life. The boys go get their hair cut. And then go smash 200 tacos. Yeah, we're gonna need a forklift to get home. I miss Surge, man. I miss Surge. A bromance. Adam, come to Edmonton, bro. Get your fucking haircut. Crush tacos with the boys. Let's go. Bring the grader. Drive the grader. Hilarious. Hilarious, Adam. All right, guys. So just to kind of reiterate what we're looking at here, the market is absolutely pushing. I'm not getting any pullbacks into any levels that that I would be happy to trade out of. So we're kind of just sitting. All right, we're gonna form another tight little 15 in a second here, but it's getting a little less probable now that we're starting to take these draws, right? Starting to look like we're due for a pullback, but who knows? We'll see. We'll look to see how confirmation is. Fuck, I work or I would have to work. Dude, bring the grader to Edmonton. I'm telling you, just chug that shit up Highway 2, right? Or however you get here. And you park it, you just you know, nobody's gonna tow it, you know what I'm saying? You just park it on the side of the road, man. Tell your kids you'll be back tomorrow. We're sending. Entries are done for the day at this point. Wait for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I trade till about 10, so we'll see. Opportunity's starting to dwindle, but that's cool. We're up on the week, so we are up on the week. So just to put it into perspective, right? This evaluation, this account is up 2 trades. 2 very simple, clean, easy trades. And this account was traded with light risk, and it's up about $750 on the week, right? So assuming that was a funded account, right? You're up $750, right? With Lucid, then you can, once you hit the payout requirements, 5 days profitability, blah, 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 whatever. Let's say we have that. You can take 50% of the profits you make. Right? So if I made $750, right? I'm making, take half that. What do we got? $375? So $375 this week on this account, right? Times 5 accounts, it's $1,500, right? Profit in your pocket before tax. $1,500 on small risk, right? So you can just see how you start to pay yourself, right? $375, exactly, man. Right, and that's with pretty small risk. Right, very sustainable, very low risk, and that's a very conservative payout. Right. What we need to focus on though is being able to replicate this type of execution on accounts that actually pay. Right, whether it's a personal, whether it's a funded account, right? But it's all about just patience and executing your model, right? And if you need help with your model, if you want to learn a super powerful way to trade, then just do what I do. Right, over time, after you watch long enough, you'll start to learn the intricacies of it, right? Like it becomes easy to you know, mark out levels where to trade off of, but then it's like, you know, when are those levels invalidated? When are, you know, when is the entry model valid versus invalid, right? Those are those little intricacies that tuning in every day will help you learn, right? Paying attention to the trade reviews. You'll start to see how it plays out. Again, same exact situation here, except we're tapping in, right? Like this first presented 1 minute, right? So when we talk about, for anybody who might not understand this, Adam as an example, or somebody who's newer, what I'm looking for is this level prints, this 15-minute level, and then the market pulls back into it. Now this is one leg, right? This is one price leg. We always want to take the highest point when buying, or the first gap that's created on the pullback, right? This needs to get disrespected for this long to be valid, right? Assuming that we're still trading long and our draws are higher, right? So for this trade, if this level's got to get respected based off our current leg of price, right? If it comes up and flips, I mean, it's a little bit dicey, this internal to external here, because price could take this high and then react lower, right? It could grab this liquidity and then move lower, right? It would be more optimal if we got in somewhere down here with the same concept, right? Because sometimes it'll trend, you know, correctively down, no gap, then it'll push and flip and we get in lower. And then by this high, this external high, we have room to take profit, right? Or manage to break even, whatever, right? But if we're getting in here, like this just looks like shit, right? The long-term draw is up here. This looks good, but I need to get money off the table here, right? And I'm cycling between 15:30 and 1 hour, 15:30, 1 hour, 15:30, 1 hour, right? In 1 hour, like this gap will form on the 1 hour in 27 minutes. So I want to be aware of that, right? I got my max set up to tell me it's 12 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock, right? So every hour I get that cue. But you can see these levels forming, right? And it's just about marking them out and then learning how price interacts with them, right? Like it can be tough to pinpoint which level price is going to come into, but I would just say stick to immediate price action, right? This 15-minute is very slim. It could still work, right? It could still work. But just being aware of the levels, right? If we have a 15-minute here and then like, let's say a big 30-minute here, oftentimes we're going to tap into the 30-minute or the 1 hour. But that's how I'm paying attention to what price is doing, right? I'm looking for clues that it's going to pull back into these areas and then continue higher. But we've taken the draw now. ES has taken a ton of liquidity. I already deleted the highs. We have swept here. There was a nice little pod. So we'll see if it starts to react lower, right? If I'm looking to sell this market, I need to start seeing signs of shifts lower, right? So again, all these levels that I marked off, right? NQ, for example, I need to see this close below, right? Without interacting the next one, right? Ideally, you would want to see the first presented on this leg. So the lowest gap on this leg, you would want to see it flip, right? So it'd be this 30-minute, but that's more long-term bias, right? Like if this comes all the way down, there could be short opportunities to trade into this low, but once this level goes, then this opens up all of this, right? Like if we're looking for true intraday structure shifts, pay attention to these first presented gaps, right? First gap on this leg, right here, 30-minute, right? 15, it's a little bit higher, right? But you can kind of make sense of it. You learn to flip through different time frames, right? We got a 1 hour gap here. So like this is, you can see the consistency here, right? Between the 1 hour and the 30, right? Basically the 30-minute is engulfed within or enwrapped within the 1 hour. So this would be what I would be looking to flip if we were going to actually start cycling lower, right? Because this level, this candle closes, right? Let me just delete some shit. Hold up. If this level closes, if this candle closes here, this hourly, right? And let's say we print this 1 hour and then we flip it, but we don't flip this one, I would still look to long, or I would wait to short until this flips, right? The power of the first presented on all time frames, literally all time frames. I'll show you something yesterday. Look at this. Yesterday, a 1 minute first presented, look at this. Look at this. So we have this price leg, right? Why is it not this price leg? Because it just wicked. It simply wicked the high. This is our price leg, right? Like even these first presented 1 minutes, I think it was ES actually that showed that showed strength. Hold up, let me just find it. It was a good example for you guys. Wednesday, that's today. Give me a second, boys. Give me a second. Wednesday, Tuesday. Holy fuck, 1 minute is brutal. Okay, and this is where like it's a little bit more of an advanced concept here, guys, but when paying attention to both assets, this is why you got to be fucking dialed, and this takes practice, right? If we look at ES, right, I'm using this as a confluence for buying NQ, right? If I'm bullish, I'm using this asset for confluence, right? And this is just one more level of confluence. Very powerful structure, right? This is our leg, our current price leg yesterday morning, right? The first bullish gap on this leg is right here, right? Look at this. Price fills it. It tries. It tries to flip. It tries to disrespect this level. It tries. It closes on the level, on the bottom of it, but that doesn't count. We need to see a closure below it, right? What happens? It holds, market rallies. When I see price holding here and I'm looking for an entry on NQ during this and I see this holding, huge confluence for higher. First presented 1 minute showing respect, right? Showing strength, showing support higher. That was another big confluence yesterday. But again, micro details. But just highlighting the power of the first presented, even on 1 minute, even on the 1 minute. And the more you start to see it, the more hours you put in, you'll really start to get a grip on it. Okay, hold up. We're reacting, we're respecting. So even this little pin or 15, right? Like we wicked way down, right? Likely something in here that I'm not worried about, but we're respecting this level right now. Entry wise, again, if we're looking at price action, right? Let's just call this our leg, right? This is our pullback. This is our manipulation leg right here, right? We're pulling back, we're manipulating lower to then continue higher, right? We're shifting internal to shift external, right? But this is the most recent leg, right? I wouldn't consider this a leg, right? Unless there was a nice lower gap down here, because that gives us room to trade up into this gap, right? But these gaps we have to be careful for, and that's where patience comes into play, right? Also, cycling time frames, right? First presented 1 minute up here, right? We can see that there's a nice juicy 2 minute sitting right here. Like, look at how clean that looks, right? Momentum, right? So this looks great for reversal shorts, right? So what we need to see is this flip. We need it to not look great, right? We need these levels to show. We need to disrespect these levels. We need to react, and then we need to hold, and we need to shift higher. So this would need to flip based off this pullback leg, right? If you look at the 3 minute, there's an even wider 3 minute, right? Same kind of gap, and then a 5 minute. Look at this little pinner. We haven't closed this 5 minute yet, 29 seconds, but there's going to be a nice little tiny 5 minute gap here. And don't underestimate these gaps, right? This is the first presented 5 minute, right? So this can continue to cycle lower potentially, but if we flip this, then longs are game. Again, why am I not interested? Because trading the lower time frame, right? This is our price leg. Here, let me just mark this out a little cleaner here. Okay, let's go 15, right? We're way up in premium. We're expecting continuations. We're trading internal to external, right? Actually, something like this, right? So this is our 1 minute leg. Internal, back into the leg, external, right? Back in, and then we go out, right? We come for dinner, we eat, and then we get the fuck out, right? So studying these pullbacks is crucial to your development. Crucial. Absolutely crucial, right? And you'll notice, like yesterday, for example, I took that 30-second flip long right into a 5 minute, right? I managed that shit extremely aggressive. We got zero drawdown, and it played out beautifully, right? Typically, I wouldn't trade into a 5 minute, but when the market is this bullish, it's this obvious, right? And the macro is just taking over, man. Geopolitical environment is strong. It sort of negated that 5 minute, right? But in standard market conditions, I would be cautious, right? So now looking here, we're starting to cycle. Look at this. When this candle was down here, it looked great for sells, right? It looked great. Respected this gap, and we're cycling, right? We're starting to flip these levels. Remember this 5 minute? Look at that, right? So we're now starting to disrespect these levels, right? Again, I would be more keen on this up here, but the risk to reward on a pullback here, like we're probably going to clear this high before we'd even have an opportunity to enter here, right? So that's why this wouldn't interest me. Now, if you're the type of guy who wants to big ball it and target the draw, then sure, but you got to be ready to take some heat, right? You got to be ready to take some heat because this is going to pull back. If we flip this high, then it's just how the markets move, right? Internal, external, right? Internal, back in. You have to be willing to take heat, some drawdown, to then continue higher, right? And that's where people get fucked over for break evens, right? So there's two ways you do it. You either take the heat and trust the trade, or you get in at better areas, you pay yourself, and then you let a runner go, right? And because you're in lower, this is not an optimal leg to trade, in my opinion, right? There was no 30-second down here, but if you can get in, and the next time there's an example, I'll make sure to show you guys. But sometimes you get these, like, if we're looking at this leg and we're coming back into 15, sometimes you get these insanely corrective pullbacks, and then you'll get like a wick up, and then you'll get a little bit of a gap down, and you only have a gap here, right? Somewhere down lower in the leg. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Those are the absolute best trades because you get in here, you get in low, and by the time price hits the external high, right, this high, assuming it was more corrective, we're already partialed out. Our break even is way safe, and the market typically continues to cycle, right? And at that point, we can go break even. We've already gotten most of our position off, let the runner go, and Bob's your motherfucking uncle. Barb's your aunt, bro. Let's go. Right? And let's just look at this now, right? What happened, right? Look at this. 1 minute first presented gets disrespected as price closes through it. Look at the retest, right? Look at the retest, right? Again, RR is chalked to this high, so I'm not interested. But like, just that's the concept, right? We flipped the last line. We weren't able to get in before the last line to allow us ample room to manage, right? Because this level could have held and sold off, right? We weren't able to get in with enough room to this high. So this would have been the entry. And you can just see it immediately taps it and goes, right? Perfect. Perfect. If your bias is long in this moment. Hope that makes sense. My mind just went to a weird fucking place, bro. Some guy named Enrique El Cartel Papi sitting on a stool in Calvin Klein's picking his underwear with a big bag of blow behind him. I don't know why. That was like I don't know, you have like premonitions or deja vu. I don't know. Maybe it's a different life. But that is basically how I look to enter the market, right? This case I didn't enter because, again, RR is cooked. I like to partial on these externals. I ain't about holding trades. I ain't about holding no drawdown, right? Unless there's like a very clear draw here, but we've already nuked so many draws, man. Like ES is starting to do weird shit when you start to see gaps like this, these volume gaps. Like, look at this. Price closed here and opened down here. Like this type of weird shit in the market, like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Right? But it's something to pay attention to, right? Pay attention to it. Do some testing. Find what works for you, right? Like for you, it might be, okay, well, we got the 1 minute first presented here, but how I trade is the 2 minute outweighs the 1 minute, right? So there's a couple different ways you could enter, right? Let's say the 2 minute flips and you said, well, 2 minute flipped, everything else is flipped except this first presented 1 minute. I'm hitting it, right? Again, no pullback yet, but you could also smash longs on the candle closure confirming the flip, right? You could smash longs on the confirmation, right? Because the market's not always going to pull back. Let's say you're trying to get into this level here, right? It's not always going to pull back, right? If it's spooling, like, it's just going to go, right? Yeah. But that's how I would have gotten involved today. And again, like we're peaking. We're constantly looking back. Hold up, get rid of that. We're constantly looking back at these time frames, right? These 15, 30, and the 1 hour, right? Because if we got to know what's going on, we got to be aware of what's going on, right? If this 15-minute closes, right, and I'm looking along, but then on the 30-minute, there's a nice gap that's about to form right below it, like I'm going to sit on my hands, right? If I'm trading real money, I'm sitting on my hands, right? Because oftentimes the market will come back. These are unique conditions. These are very unique conditions. The market doesn't always do this, right? A lot of times it's chop or seesaw, right? Gosh, dog shit trades pay, man. Let's go. And it also depends how you guys want to trade too, right? Like I'm looking to get in and get out, right? I'm getting paid. I'm getting the fuck out. All right. I ain't about holding trades all day. Fuck that, right? Because if I'm paid here and now the market turns around to like one of these lower levels, like it doesn't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. This was crazy though. Like all the draws, like price swept Asia high, swept Asia low, printed London high, swept London low, swept London high, all before like London high and Asia high, and both Asia high and low and London high and low were taken before market open. Fascinating. I like it. Does that kind of make sense, Adam? The more you watch it, the more you start to understand. It's you know, it's the classic term of like the markets are fractal. I mean, like what the fuck does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? What it means is I think that our systems are essentially fractal. If the markets are fractal, our systems are fractal, right? Right. This is the confirmation that the market is turning around after this sell-off, right? It's the same thing, right? If I'm selling this market, let's say this is the 15-minute time frame, and I'm selling this market, I'm selling it until we disrespect this first presented, right? Just like we talked about on the 1 hour, right? It's the exact same thing, just reverse, right? I'm buying this market until we start flipping these first presented on this most recent price leg, right? Once we invalidate it or flip it by closing below this, I look for sells. Yeah. Yo, Adam, I'm gonna have to come out to where you live, and you're gonna have to let me ride shotgun on that grader, man. I've never operated a grader, but I'd love to. Oh, yo, the music stopped. Like, fucking drive me crazy. But yeah, you're gonna have to let me run that grader, man. Don't tell your boss. I like it when you dumb it down. Yeah, man. We were talking about that earlier, Macy and I. I did a little mini lesson with my brother and a couple of his friends last night, and like, bro, these guys don't even know what the S&P is. You know what I mean? Like, it was super green, and I noticed that, you know, most of the people I've been dealing with are somewhat experienced. Like they've worked on TradingView. They know what charts are. Blah blah blah. Right. So it was very interesting to work with a couple guys who were like brand new. Right. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to whip up some YouTube videos, just some simple, like how to get around the market, what the market is, just some simple videos, like a little beginner crash course. And then within the group as well, we'll start running some intro level calls once or twice a week, and hopefully we can get some more of the experienced advanced guys in there for anybody who wants to pick up the microphone and potentially drill down some foundational education, right? And hey, I mean, if you do well doing that, and you know, then we can trust you with the education moving forward, right? And then your boy can slip some cash into your pocket. You know what's happening. I know enough to get myself in trouble. Good. Okay, that's good. That's good, bro. It's very interesting. Like, again, all of my experience has been with people who have, like, you know, within a year or 1 to 5 years, you know what I mean? 1 to 6 years, whatever. I have like no experience with people who are brand new. So it's Like, it's just fascinating how deep into this we get, and without realizing, like, what a great point of reflection. Macy, how we doing, brother? You said you got one runner going. Let's take a look. We're cycling. We're definitely cycling out. Let's peep. So 15. I'd hold. I would hold. For you, brother, keep an eye on this 5 minute. All right. If this 5 minute flips, let me just clean this up a bit. If this 5 minute flips, there's a decent likelihood we're going to take this low, and you probably don't want to be giving back 41 points, right? So I would, if you're bullish, bro, like if these draws are calling your name, then let it go, or start to trail, right? Like my position yesterday, I ended up clipping it off 1 minute structure. It pulled back into a gap and continued much higher. But again, like what are you happy with on the day, right? Macy, you banked 1,500 yesterday. What are you locked in today? Like what's your equity at? That could kind of help you if I know exactly where you're at. Right, again, we can kind of see how these levels, right? If we take this bullish leg now that we've cycled out of this 15, where is the first presented gaps, right? There's a 1 minute first presented right here, right? 5 minute right here. So this level is huge, right? If we close below this level, this region here, like if we start closing down in here, yeah, we haven't validated the low, but the imbalances are the leading indicator that we're likely to continue lower if we start flipping these levels. Not to say we don't react and then continue, right? But like the likelihood is that we're going to continue lower, right? We'd have to flip this 15 because we could flip all of this, flush into the 15 again and respect it, right? If they want to hold, they being the market makers, the algorithm, if they want to hold this level, if they want price to hold up, then this level won't flip, right? We're starting to stall a little bit. ES is looking heavy. We got absolute perfect equal highs. It really just looks like a retracement, right? So look at this 2 minute now, right? Or is this 1 minute? I think it was a 2 minute. Yeah, so this 2 minute is now being retested, right? This is likely going to push higher, right? It's actually a BPR gap too, which is, again, a little bit more advanced for anybody out there who doesn't know, but very, very simple, right? I'm going to show you. So again, we have the 2 minute inversion here, right? We printed a bearish gap, we move lower, and then we closed above it, changing this from 2 minute fair value to 2 minute inversion, right? IFBG, inversion fair value gap, right? We flip it, right? We also, within this gap, we also printed a bullish fair value gap, right? So I'm not going to stretch this here and call that a BPR, but wherever these gaps overlap is where the BPR is, right? So this region here, it would be the BPR, wherever the gaps are overlapping. So I would essentially just bring this up, right? And then I would mark that as a BPR, and then I would delete this. Very strong, right? So we'll see if price starts to respect it or not, right? But we got equals up here. Right, we also got our first presented 1 minute, like we were talking. This is on ES, by the way. Right, so this is the first presented 1 minute. So if we flip the 2 minute BPR and we disrespect the 1 minute first presented, right, then likelihood of going lower is probably pretty decent. Keeping in mind that, look at that, we didn't close below it. Right, so we might get a reaction up here. Keeping in mind that we're just retesting this 15 minute. Right? We're retesting this 15 minute. I think NQ looks better. Personally, but you can see, right? You can see how we're cycling in. Right? The 2 minute BPR would have been, right? We have the bearish. Let's just clean this up a bit. Same concept that we just talked about with the BPR. We have the manipulation into the 15, right? We're looking to continue higher off the 15, right? 2-minute fair value gap, closes through, changing it from a 2-minute fair value to 2-minute inversion, right? Now we have a 2-minute inversion. We printed that bullish gap that's overlapping a portion of the inversion, right? 2-minute gap. So this overlap right here is the BPR, right? So I would just adjust. Perfect, because I'm not going to drag this up here because the gap, the top of the inversion's here, right? And look at that reaction, right? On top of the fact that we have the first minute one presented here. So this is a strong level to hold if we're going to continue higher. Right? And you can see how these levels react, man, right? Oftentimes you get these juicy reactions. Not to say they're perfect, right? We could wick below it as long as the body doesn't close and disrespect it. That's perfect, right? We got the 1 minute first presented, right? First presented bullish gap on this leg. First gap we print, right? And now we're watching how price is interacting here, right? All right, we got a 1 minute here. If this flips, you could take the retest on this if you were trading off this BPR, right? Important though, like we're not just trading 1 minute, right? If I cycle, again, 2 minute, I wouldn't want to take a long here. Personally, I wouldn't want to take a long here unless I was stone cold solid that the market's going up off this 1 minute inversion, because right above it is this 2 minute gap, right? And they start to layer, right? So the 1 minute could flip bullish, right? We could disrespect this and then retest it, but we're also trading into a bearish 2 minute that has yet to be disrespected. So we got to be careful, right? I'm looking at the 3 minute, there's no gap forming, we're safe. 5 minute, no gap forming, we're safe. So again, we're getting these impulsive pullbacks, and unfortunately it's not giving us the best RR to the top, right? Because again, I would wait for this 2 minute to flip, right? Once it flips to the top, I mean, that's a little bit better than this position here, right? But there's no gaps up in here, right? Like in this leg, we had a 1 minute right at the top. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little prick right here, but that's basically the 2 minute gap. If this flips in 40 seconds, I would look to buy the market. Hopefully that kind of makes sense to you guys, right? And starting to spot these BPRs, it's just part of the process, man. Right? Key levels in the market, right? So look at this, 10 seconds roughly till the 2 minute closes. It'll be interesting to see, right? We're gonna get to see it live here, because if the 2 minute doesn't close above this, but the 1 minute flips, we'll see what happens. Right? Looks like the 1 minute's about to inverse. Oh, look at that. Oh wait, sorry, the 1 minute already inversed, my bad. The 1 minute already inversed on this candle, but look at this. Right? So, oh my gosh, right? If I'm trading the 1 minute, I'm in here. It's like, okay, now I'm on the retest. The 1 minute's great. I'm covering the low, right? But then look at this 2 minute rejection, right? That's why we wait for the confirmation, the close above the 2 minute, because look at how this 2 minute was respected, right? It wicked above it, cool, but it closed well below it, right? Which is signaling to me that we might be cycling lower, or we're pausing before we cycle higher until we flip this, right? So this is higher risk trading, right? Right, and this could easily launch, right? But usually when you start to see this respect, we get a consolidation. We'll get multiple tests into the BPR, maybe a little lower, whatever. The building liquidity when we're not convincingly cycling out of these areas, or these levels are holding, right? They're looking like they're going to hold the market down for a little bit. Who knows how long? Or they'll send it lower, right? Until we start flipping. Right? We're not trying to guess where to get in, because if this flips and the market goes, all good, man. No entry, right? No stress. We protected capital, because a lot of times this will, look at this. Like, I wouldn't want to be in this trade right now, right? Regardless if it starts moving to profit, I would not want to be in this. right? I would also be looking for this PA off the 15-minute reaction, not some fucking random BPR. This is just for educational purposes. All right, just showing you like, okay, now we're retesting the 2-minute, and look at this, like zooming out. I mean, it's just crazy how the market can look so good and then so bad, right? This reaction, my goodness, beautiful, right? But that's why like immediate price action is always the most important, in my opinion. And now we can see like we're pinned. We're pinned between bullish BPR and bearish 2-minute, right? Not the type of trade you'd want to be sitting in right now. Sorry guys, my charts are an absolute mess right now. Right, and throughout this whole process, I'm looking back at the 15, the 30, and the 1 hour, right? We just closed the 1 hour gap, or the 1 hour candle, sorry, look at this. This 15-minute originally rejected, right, on ES, right? And then it closed through, disrespecting it. What do we got? 15-minute inversion, right? It inversed the 15-minute. It inversed the 15-minute gap. Now, we'll see what happens, right? This is S&P. We've already ran a ton of liquidity. If we're going to reverse, we're going to trade into this, and then we're going to sell off, right? And this is where trading can get a little spicy, because if you look at ES, it looks like it's almost primed for a sell-off, minus the perfect equal highs, right? But we're starting to flip order flow in the 15, starting to give some hints for lower pricing, right? But on NQ, we're looking bullish. Right, on Q, we're looking a little bullish. So when the market gets decoupled like this, it can be a little bit dicey. But we've also got an SMT right here, and that's a Kraken correlation, right? This held on NQ, right? This didn't hold, it swept and is now reacting on ES, right? So I'm still bullish, right? 2 seconds, right? Another failed attempt on the 2-minute. Right, so like you got to be careful in these regions, man. Like a lot of times you'd be like, fuck, it looks like it's going, you buy in, and then it cripples, right? If ES is running the market right now, if ES is in control, right? If ES wants to sell off, it's going to pull NQ down with it, right? Every 100, like all 100 stocks or companies in the NASDAQ are in the S&P. So if the S&P sells off, this is where we got to be careful, right? The market's a little bit confusing right now. ES is potentially looking lower. NQ is looking higher, right? Well, it's 10 o'clock, boys. My session's over. But hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. If you like those longer kind of rant videos or speeches or whatever talks, rants, whatever. If you like this type of shit, let me know. And we could spend some time just talking about PA when we're chilling, right? When I'm entering and I'm in execution mode, it's a little bit more focused. I'll be more so just talking you through exactly what I'm doing and what I'm looking for, but it all makes sense, Macy. There we go. Dude, headed up for my 2-mile lunch. Lunchtime walk, profit secured on a runner. We'll see what happens when I get back. Let's go. See you, Macy. All right, so this is starting to look bullish, right? What do? We wait for confirmation. Look at that. 8 seconds on the 2-minute. Right, waiting for it. Beautiful. Right? So I would just delete this 1 minute now, keep the charts looking clean. And you could have entered on the closure of this candle if you were trading this long, or on the retest of the inversion. Right? Right, ES is kind of in an interesting spot now. There's this little SMT at the bottom here, which is looking like it's driving price higher. But this is where we got to be careful, right? NQ could take this high and ES not, and then it sells off, right? That's why managing at these externals are crucial. Right, so this would have been TP1 break even, right? Once we get in, I wouldn't worry about trying to trim your stop on any of this thing, right? I would just be covering the low. But again, RR is a little chalked for TP1, so not valid in my opinion. So that's how I read the markets, boys. Right, so in this scenario, right, this 1 minute flip ended up working well, right? Still a little bit more risky, given the fact that we didn't flip the 2 minute. And look at the reaction, man. Like, it respected it, but the market is just pumping, right? The market is absolutely pumping. I'm gonna clean this up, right? Right, this also could have been a decent position. Again, for me personally, like, buy side draws are a little bit late in the day now. Like, they're a little bit higher up and they're a little bit late in the day. We still respected this 15 minute. Look at this. All right, remember this 15 minute that wicked? Respected. Right? So I know I had said that getting in up here wouldn't have made sense. Right? Because this high. Right, but we cycled higher, we didn't mitigate it, we didn't retest the BPR, the 2 minute, until we printed the new high. So again, like, this could have been an option for you too. But personally speaking, like, this is just lower time frame trading at this point. Right, the market is just, right, and you get these monster 4 hour candles, yeah, 1 hour candles too, spicy. But this could have been a potential entry too, off the retest of the 2 minute BPR. Right, respect the 15 2 minute prints, retests into it. Decent. If we got this further down, I would have been more inclined to buy it, but we're late in the day too, so. And we were in a little mini lesson, so. Okay, boys, I'm shutting down here for the day. I got some other work to get done. I hope you all have a blessed day. Great session today. Holy fuck, it was a beauty. I'm glad some of the guys got paid. Adam tuning in from work, attaboy. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you in the Discord, and yeah, be ready for that announcement with the WAP code. You guys are gonna have to activate Private Friday. All right. Any other questions before I dip out? Give you guys a couple minutes, then I'm shutting her down. Yo, much love, Adam. Have a great day, brother. We'll We'll catch you soon. Hey, we'll get that weekend call lined up today as well. Shoot me a DM. Let's pick a time. John, same deal, man. If you wanna go get haircuts tomorrow or next Tuesday, sorry, and get some fucking tacos, then let's do it, bro. I'll hit you up after this. Too funny. I'm my barber's second longest client, bro, and second longest standing client next to some guy named, oh fuck, I can't remember his name, but anyways, I've been trying to take him out so I can hold the crown. Okay, boys, I'm out. Much love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Looking forward to tomorrow. Make sure you have a great rest of your day. Get everything done you need to. Get a good fucking sleep and show up tomorrow ready to learn, ready to earn. All right? Much love, bros. Cheers.